All right, folks, we are back with some more Mega Man. This time, Mega Man being played by Khanster with Mr. Cab on comms. So we're switching some things up. And just a reminder, we do still have that gravity circuit upgrade to minimalist, and there's $35 left on that incentive. So make sure to use the exclamation mark D command and get those donations in. And I'll pass it over to you two and take us away.
So this is Mega Man ZX that came after the Mega Man Zero series. Mega Man ZX, you will utilize a lot of transformations from the original Zero series.
Oh, I hope you're getting your fill of the Model PX right now, because this might be all you see of it the whole time.
You will not see PX. This is all you'll see.
Enjoy the demo of PX, and then we'll get back to the game.
So are we good to roll out?
I think you're good to go.
Okay.
You're in charge.
Can I get a countdown, Cap?
Well, let's get this started in 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, so first I'm gonna change some controls.
Turn off double tap dash.
Okay, there we go. Everything's good.
So this is, I think, even hundreds of years after the Zero series. Humanity's kind of getting back to normal, sort of, except we get this thing called a biometal. So our human character now has something called Model X. And this character on the screen looks a lot like Mega Man X. We're playing Mega Man. Yeah. You even have, it's almost like the X2 charge shot where you've got like the pink tails of it. And that might come in, that might be a key point to look for later. Our first serpent balls here.
Damn it.
Kind of like the Zero series, there's a possibility of manipulating some of these fights. So usually when we go in, there's a chance we know if we played well what's about to happen. Otherwise, we still have a pretty good idea of how to fight the bosses. First one, nothing fancy going on. One big difference between the ZX games and a lot of the rest of Mega Man just in general is ZX, it's, I'm going to say Metroidvania, in that you kind of have a continuous gameplay area. All these areas are connected through doors and the like. And sometimes you have to kind of find where the stage starts. Kind of neat, although I do wish this game came with a map of some sort.
Yeah, unfortunately they gave you a map like when the collection came out on Twitter. But yeah, I really do wish it came with a map.
So I'm gonna reach back into my memory here and remember what the actual plot of this game is. But you were actually a courier at first. You were transporting Model X someplace, you didn't know what it was, and then you needed it to get out of a jam there. So now we're kind of trying to meet the members of the, I think it's even the Resistance. You go and say hello. That crawl speed, I'm pretty sure, is why we are playing as the character we are. You have to be in the human form to do the crawling. I don't know why robots can't crawl, but we didn't get a morph ball, so that's what we've got.
Robots can't swim and robots can't crawl.
Yep. So you can go from that starting Area A to either someplace called Area B or this town, which is Area C. Now you've got to be human to actually talk to these people, otherwise they get scared. Something like that, I think. So we do the town area first because it's faster. Shoutouts to Mario Kart. The definitely not ominous tower in the background.
Yes, definitely not.
Nothing wrong with that tower. Yeah, shoutouts to the ZX crew in chat too. I see you out there.
funny enough, I was doing a practice run earlier, and I just happened to PB prior. I was like, oh great, PB right before my marathon run.
There you go. So, having talked to all of the people here, that was our mission, to talk to everybody, so we did it. So we're going to take the next mission now of seeing what happened. Well, I can't remember exactly where some of this stuff happens. This is definitely not the Mega Man X Highway level, by the way. Definitely not.
Definitely not.
So the reason it was faster to go to town first is we just kind of went in the end of the stage B, as it were. So instead of having to go through all of Area B to get to the boss, we just kind of come over here, grab one MacGuffin, and that's all we need to trigger the boss appearing. So we just kind of run right back over. This interesting sort of boss. It's something to do with towers and coming down and exploding pieces of it up into the boss to do a lot of damage. There are some tricks you can do to kind of have your Buster Shot do little bits of extra damage, and it's a tight minute. It's certainly an effective method of killing the boss too. I think it's even the intended method. Hey, we did the thing. So if memory serves, this is just the fastest transceiver to get back to. And teleport back to one of the earlier ones. Oh no, we teleport back up here to the ship. We got to get our actual orders and meet the resistance. Area X for no apparent reason.
Yeah, like that's not important.
Definitely not important. So our boss, who knew all about Model X all along, is here. Turns out he has. I think we find out there he's got Model Z. Possible spoiler. And it's definitely not the highway level here. We're back here. We are going to grab a heart tank. It's a little extra health. Pretty easy to gear at. So, up till this point, like Khanster was saying earlier on, and as we were talking about during the demo, this game's kind of based less around special weapons and more about these like transformations. Those are sort of the special weapons. We've been playing as X so far. We might be changing that soon, but first, definitely not Mega Man X reference. It's absolutely nothing like the helicopters in Mega Man X.
And nothing like the highway.
Nothing like the highway at all. I do want to get on the right side of the bridge before the bees take it down. Save having to climb back up. There
You
you
guys
go.
have a second for a quick donation?
Absolutely.
Go for it.
We got a $10 donation from Junkyard Dave saying, we lost our dad last year to cancer. Cancer already sucked before that, but it especially sucks now. This marathon has been great. Don't be afraid to ask your health professional questions, get checked annually, and early detection saves lives.
True words there. Thanks, Junkyard Dave. So, here's Model Z. It's our mentor. We can't kill him! Or can we? Serpent, who's totally not evil, seemed to do something there that made us have to fight him. And now Model X and Model Z kind of got together finally. We have Model ZX. Hey, roll credits. Model ZX plays a lot. Oh, I'm gonna say yeah, a lot like Zero in the Zero series. Not exactly, but a lot like him. And much like the Zero series, if you're familiar with the Zero series, There's a lot of combos that's sort of the basis of your ability to do damage. Bosses have iframes from taking shots, but if you're doing something like a triple slash, generally all 3 hits are going to do damage. And there's sort of rules for which shot can follow another and continue to do damage through iframes. And so our objective starts becoming how can we abuse those mechanics as best as possible, because we want to go fast, we want to kill bosses fast. So let's go. Of course, as mentioned earlier, we've got a little bit of a Metroidvania of an overworld here, so sometimes we end up going back to places where we just were to get to the next place. One pattern this game does tend to kind of follow is some of these areas are open to start, and then we end up getting something like some sort of key that opens up the next version of that area for the next boss that kind of follows that element. As you'll kind of quickly figure out here, we're at a power plant. Bad things are happening here, so we've got to take care of business.
Okay.
What? Were you trying to slash that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, this game has a kind of neat mechanic where when there's a large drop, if you slash it, you can kind of cut it into 4 small drops. And more often than not, I think it's actually guaranteed you're going to get 3 small drops, 1 of each, and then a 4th one. So, especially now, we have no weapon. We're hoping we don't have to use energy crystals very much. So, one way to get more health drops is to just slash those other drops open. What's up, tank? There are some secret missions and some other weird things you can do in here, but here's our favorite boss. I'm sure it has a name, but as promised there, we're getting right in here with triple slashes. Watch out. So whenever it slams into the wall, it knocks 0 off the wall. I'm going to say it knocks 0 off the wall. ZX, I guess. Crush Pactor. I'll go with that play. Definitely have cyber elves in the background, which is not ominous at all. Got the death here. We got our health back. To make life a little easier. There you go. Of course, we've got the sub-tank now. If you're not familiar with Mega Man X mechanics, the sub-tank's kind of an empty E-tank. We want to just, when we have full health, get more health drops so that we can fill it up for use later. I want to say the sub-tanks in this game are like in the Zero games, where a sub-tank, if you don't need all of it, you can only use like some of it, and it will fill you up, and you won't waste the whole thing like in the X series.
Yeah, it does that.
No. So the other pseudo-droids, I think they're pseudo-droids, something like that. They're not Mavericks, they're not Mutos, they're pseudo-droids or something. But our other models here, they do have weak points, and if we see like a big red flash on the screen, we know we hit it. We're hoping we never see that. So depending on how much you do that, because when you do get those kind of critical hits, for lack of a better phrase,
Okay, level 4.
you end up with a lower grade. Level 4 is really good. We like level 4 kills. The level of your kill actually affects what amounts to your weapon meter on that model, which is useful for overdrive and doing all sorts of other interesting things. We will probably see soon enough. So good kill there. We definitely want level 4 on our Model H, so the flying one, with a really cool attack we'll get to see later on. And I think we want to see it on the fire model as well. Spoilers. So, Khanster, you got to remind me, where are we going?
We are going to back to the highway.
Back to the highway.
Highway to the danger zone. So we're going to see Model FX, or I think it's Fenrir, or what it's called.
Something like that. It's crazy in this game too, like how many times you get to see this highway. And as much as you get to use the transceiver station to teleport around at your fast travel, it's the most annoying flaw of this game. That there's one right after that boss where you fought Model D, but the game doesn't actually trigger you using it. So it's not in your fast travel log. So here we are on definitely not the highway again.
And definitely not the bees.
Not the bees. This is really a Mega Man X run now, because we're getting to see the refight of the bees in stage 1. We're trapped on the highway. So now we have the saber. But yeah, you can still see though that like the zero spin slash there, just like it just keeps hitting. There's some attacks in this game that just feel devastating, but they may or may not be. Our 3 drop types here, we've got the health drops, we've got the energy crystals, which I think those are the ones, if you didn't actually get that level 4 drop, you could use them to upgrade the armor. We're really hoping we don't have to do that. And then you've got what amounts to weapon energy, which we'll eventually maybe see some. Mets with sirens on their heads. Yellow key door.
I mean, Mets do every single job that they need to be told.
I guess. So, in a classic case of we couldn't get our lettering scheme correct, Model F is in Area G. Ah, well. So here's Model H. This is why we went to the power plant first. You can already see some of the movement tech that's going on here. We've got a slow fall, we've got an air dash, we've got the double slash, and we just activated some overdrive. Overdrive was a mechanic in this game that I don't know how to best explain it. It makes you do a lot more damage though. Certainly with a lot of attacks, you end up start ignoring some iframes sometimes. It's just good to have, it's good to use. That window is a door. So our mission here is actually to come and rescue really as many humans as we can from this giant fire. So let's just use the up dash and do what we gotta do. Also, the Resistance members will recognize you for who you are and just kind of be like, oh yeah, we're gonna get out of here now. The normal humans around, if they see a robot show up, robots are big and scary, they won't follow you, they won't get out of there. So you've got to turn back into a human, sometimes right in their face, before you talk to it. Because game mechanics, I guess. Damage boosting through the fire there, just to kind of save a transformation animation. Cell.
I'm perfect stuff.
Oh my goodness, it does kind of look like perfect Cell. I hate it. I actually hate it. Khanster, you've got to remind me of this here. I want to say if you basically do a charge attack with Model H, you get some sort of like wind attack of some sort. Also, this jump is really cool. You're intended to go out the window and cross that gap on the outside, but That's the air dash and the slow fall. Yeah. So yeah, that attack with the lightning coming out, that's what we're really interested in here next. The Zero series, and this series to some extent too, has a little bit of an elemental rock, paper, scissors game going on. And I believe lightning works against fire. So go figure, we got the lightning one before we came to the fire stage. And let's see how fast this boss goes down.
Oh. Okay, I'll take that.
Yeah, level 3 is pretty good. When you heard those kind of sounds and the screen flash, that was us damaging the biometal. So it did extra damage at the boss, but it also meant it was a level 3 kill, not a level 4 kill.
That
Level
should have been
3
a
is...
level 4 kill, but I kind of messed up and was attacking too quickly with my second attack.
Yeah, and the overdrive kind of helped do a lot more damage there, so that boss went down pretty quick. I mean, you know how it always is. You don't always get the quickest kill in a marathon run, but that was still pretty quick. So now we have Model F. You can shoot fire, and this game originally came out on the DS. And I believe, Khanster, you're playing this on the Zero ZX collection, right?
Yep. Which makes it a lot more accessible to a lot more people.
Yep. So now we don't have to figure out how to stream a DS or something like that. But what I'm really getting at here is that screen on the bottom right corner. Well, I guess we don't... No, it's the top left on the stream. That's representing the bottom screen of your Nintendo DS. And sometimes there's interesting information on that. When we're here playing with Model F in a little bit, it has this neat little ability where you can actually draw a path for the shock to fire. And it will fire it. And with both arms, we have 2 attack buttons. You can draw 2 different paths. I'm not sure if we're going to be using that mechanic here, but it is kind of a neat thing to point out.
We're going to be utilizing it much later, though.
Excuse me. Doom Volcano 3rd. Let's go.
So there are 2 main routes, which is you'll either go to Formol 3rd, or you go to Lure or LX 3rd. And that was a mini boss.
That was a mini boss. So now that we're getting into the lower part of the volcano, we get kind of a more interesting section here. I hope you like death-defying runs with a giant wave of killer lava chasing you.
I love that.
Good, you'll love this stage then. It does actually move pretty quick. I'm honestly a little surprised we didn't get to see it. One more screen of it in case you didn't have enough. And there's a lot of just deadly obstacles, instant kill obstacles in your way on these screens. So, good job.
See, we saw it.
There it is. And here's the mole. Still a fire boss.
And he's dead.
Ooh! Another level 3 kill. But you know, the time save there is great. And I'm pretty sure in general when I've seen people play ZX, if you're getting level 3 kills, you're still good. You'd rather have the 4, but you'll take the 3 any day.
So that throws me up to, on my FX, a
level 6, pretty much.
yeah, level 6, which is plenty good.
That weapon meter, sort of, that's there next to Khanster's life meter, that is determined by the total level of biometals you've gotten. So HX, that's the level 4. That's as much as you can get from a single one. So it pretty much matches your starting health. Except you also got a heart tank at one point. Shout out to Area B. This is what we skipped by doing C first and coming in the back entrance to B. We have this door with this over your head entrance that Model X can't possibly get to. There's a kind of long back and forth climb if you go to the right, and we're just gonna not do it by doing some dash jumps off the wall, air dashing up. Get a Mega Man DX reference, a 1-up while we're up here. Just kind of slow fall down here to the ice mountain. Welcome to the ice area. So we have like 6 levels like we were talking about earlier of Model F. So you can see how huge that weapon meter gets. So let's go. This stage. Yeah. We've got water, we've got ice, we're doing stuff. A little bit of a maze. There's really not. I don't know. It's a stage. Obviously, you play the game enough, you kind of know what the route is. Ooh, nice heart tank grab. A little extra safety there. Now, with the fire biometal, we can take that shortcut.
So the one thing about the water level, if you're anything but LX, you're gonna move much slower.
And of course, you get LX here. I hate these cross vertical sections. There's a lot of just don't fall down here.
Excuse me, controller?
Up button, please. Hey, it's this guy again. I hope nobody liked that mid-boss, because it dies a lot faster now. So, some plot happens. Get out of here.
Shouts to the Coke Bear from the 90s. Or was it the Pepsi
That's
Bear?
the Coca-Cola Bear. That's the Coca-Cola Bear. A little out of work between runs there, so came here before eventually appearing in Tropical Freeze. Whoa! Definitely not worried about these spikes everywhere. This is a Mega Man game. Those spikes do exactly what you think they do. So, don't be fooled by this boss. And again, we're using our charge and a little bit of overdrive here.
So,
Get to see the rest of the big fish.
so the weakness to that actual boss is like the very tip of the head.
Can't complain with a level 4 fast kill. One thing about this game that definitely irks me a little bit, though, we come to these transceiver stations. You know, they're at the end of the levels. There are fast travel. There are save points. There, choose the next mission / save which we want to do. They refill your health. Your weapon energy just does not refill in this game. So that's 4 missions if you've been counting. So we got a call. We got to get back to headquarters immediately. What's going on?
We're being attacked.
What? Well, that's not good. Apparently this is what a boarding party looks like. Model F makes short work of everything. They might be flying. I don't know what these ships are supposed to be. We didn't get to see it when we skipped the cutscene, but is it Prometheus that came on board?
Yeah, it was Prometheus.
A mysterious boss has appeared. Well, we gotta go chase him. Definitely nothing bad happening here on the bottom. Oh god. Nice refill. Any refill is a nice refill, honestly. Very nice. That was a boss. So just making heavy use of overdrive and the charge attacks there. And I want to say that you always get that flame attack first, but yeah.
I figure since I'm here, might as well.
You do have to go into that lab room to actually get your upgrades in, so we've upgraded Model F. We've got the full level 8 now. We're fully loaded.
It's a level 7.
7?
Which is good
7's
enough.
good.
7's good enough.
It's a lucky number. Into the deeper area of the power plant from earlier.
Yeah, so we're just about to skip half the stage.
We just stood on some spikes, blew up a wall, and like Khanster said, kind of went to a door that goes deep into the stage. So Model L gives us this little item map, which is kind of useful. In the bottom right, you get a little bit of a map of how the area looks like. These are dark rooms that you're intended to have the Phantom model, Model P, which will actually make this sort of spotlight on the character a little bit bigger, a little easier to see what's going on. But, well, we don't need it. Also, that was the stage. So now that we do have Model L, we have ice, so we have the weakness for electricity. Let's go.
Sweet.
Hey,
Level
good
8.
fight. Yeah, just overdrive and charge attacks, dealing the ice damage, elemental weakness. That used to be a boss. So we're gonna let all these. There were a lot of civilians trapped in there. They were terrified, and I'm not sure if that's the point in the game when you learn what was really going on. I'll just leave that out, hanging out there. I just know there was a lot of people trapped here for some reason. What's going on? Something weird's going on in the world of Mega Man VX. So at this point, we've taken down 2 fire bosses, 2 lightning bosses, and an ice boss. Look out for this music, by the way.
Can you hang on 1 second?
Okay.
What's up?
Might be doing some controller maintenance. So yeah, thank you everybody for coming and hanging out here and watching Game Over Cancer. I know Stryzer puts this on usually like once or twice a year, and we love him for it. Definitely, follow the channel, follow Khanster. Let's have a good time. Free tank.
Yeah, legitimately free.
At this point, we're feeling pretty good now. We've got 2 heart tanks, we've got 2 sub tanks, we've got some nice level 8 armor here. We're good. So this is kind of the point where I'm saying, like, when you're playing this game the first time, there's definitely a few moments where you might need to look up a map and say, where the heck is the next area I'm supposed to go? They're all there. Some of them are just not that easy to find, especially when we have to be not a robot to find the next robot.
Yeah, it doesn't really tell you where said area is.
Yeah. So I would definitely say, even if you're trying to like go through this game, just look up a map. Don't be afraid to look up the map and then just play the status when you get here. So wow, nice jumping. Model L is our underwater model. So it does have some water movement capabilities. It can kind of sort of swim. It also just gets normal movement speed in the water. So we get all this. We do get still the floaty jumps, which is nice. Enjoy the ocean.
Ooh,
There we go.
that looks super sketchy.
A little high there. A little high. We're through.
Okay, so the reason I'm holding a charge going into this room, I'm going to manipulate the mini boss to come out early.
Yeah, we're kind of stuck waiting for this. I don't even know what to call this thing to come out of the helmet. Yeah, there you go. Whatever that thing was, it's dead, and we'll never see it again. Ever. I said it as seriously as possible. These spike passages are that annoying, and sometimes, yeah, just damage boost through them. We're gonna... Looks like fire's pretty good there.
Yeah. I'm gonna take some help.
Yeah. And again, right, slash the large drops open and get what you can get out of them. So this is a boss that's straight up and we'll see. There you go. Fire model can shoot straight up, which makes that fight a little easier, but that's also pretty fast.
Yeah, so its actual weak points are like the big shoulder pads on the
Yeah.
left and right, which are huge.
We got the disc. We're getting out of here. This level, for some reason, like they didn't just put the transceiver at the end. They make you actually go back. They give you an easy path back, at least. Get out of here. That's 6 down. Mega Man games, we've got to have 8. That's the rule, right? And actually, in this stage specifically, there's a transceiver here. It's not a teleporting one. They don't all have the teleporters attached. But we can still turn in the mission here, which turns out to actually be kind of important. Because we can turn it in, and then we can take a new one. And it turns out the next area it's sort of kind of close to here, so it's good to get that turned in. That's true. Sometimes there's 6 robots. I think they only really did that the one time.
Wrong biome.
So if you have been paying attention to the whole run, you know at the very beginning we were joking about Model PX during the demo. You don't get to see it. That's obviously one we're missing, and if you're following the pattern here, 2 bosses, 2 medals of the same type. Yeah, yeah, Model PX is so not useful. You've left both halves of it for last. You gotta go find it now. In the definitely a findable piece of equipment here, somewhere at the top of some of these screens. Yeah. I mean, PX has some like neat things, and you can kind of see better in the dark. I think it lets you hang off the ceiling. You throw knives instead of throwing buster shots. I mean, thematically kind of sort of neat.
Anybody down for going to an amusement park?
Yo, shut up to Metland.
Capcom, why are we getting Metland?
So I know I like I'm a Mega Man 4 runner myself. So always a fan of the Dr. Wily Stage 1 there. You get to fight Big Met Daddy. You got the Mega Man 5 Mets here that split up. They had some fun with this level. Speaking of Big Met Daddy,
that Big Met's not gonna do anything. Oh god.
He's back! So there you go. So Model H, I think you need both halves of it while holding up and using the charge. You get that hurricane attack.
Yep, you need both halves.
Which when combined, oh hey, Area L's there. When combined with the overdrives that you get to start, you know, just start ignoring iframes for lack of a better phrase. We'll go with that. That hurricane is just broken. It's the answer to a lot of late game fights. I'm sure there's probably one or two where there's a better answer, but it's not a bad answer either.
Controller, please.
Controller. There we go. That room is over a pit, so it's a fun one.
Shout out to the monkey.
It's the monkey. You kind of see Model H shows the fists of the monkey are as red. Those are the weak spots. And we really don't care about Model PX, so probably gonna do some weakness strikes there. Level 2 finish. Over. So we're going to come this way and turn in the mission. We gotta do that before we can go to the next mission. So Khanster, are we going left or right?
We're going left.
We're going left. What kind of video game is this? We're going left.
It's not Mario.
You know, back in my day, Mega Man games couldn't scroll left. That's actually true. Seriously though, you saw that door for Model L earlier on the other side of Big Daddy Met? That's actually where we're gonna go. You can go right there and you get back to the beginning of the stage and you kind of come right back in, try it again. Now that we have the key to access Area L. But then we'd have to fight Big Daddy Met again. So it's actually slightly faster, and I think that whole passage over there is kind of a mess too.
Yeah, I did that in one practice run, like quite some time back.
Yeah, it's like one of those things you do now and again just to kind of remember what's going on. This pit is why you might want to go that way anyway. Especially the crane game setup is still there too. Well, as long as we're here, we can get the drops again. Fill those sub-tanks. dare I ask, how are we doing with we've got that incentive coming up or something for gravity circuit, right?
Yeah. How we doing on that?
We'll let that get figured out while we come back here. Oh, look, there's Area L. Totally normal things going on here. This is definitely not an ancient lab that is being attacked for some reason. I'll be at least a little careful here. Yeah, weapons factory next to an amusement park. It's an old one, I guess. They must have covered it up. So these satellite dishes are engaging in some form of electronic warfare. I forget exactly how they work, but I know some of them, I'm pretty sure if you get affected by them, you can't shoot.
One can't shoot and one you can't dash.
Yeah, so they're loads of fun. We're just gonna ignore them as best we can.
Okay, that room went as best as it could.
That looks pretty good. Raining missiles. With more of the satellite dishes. Whoa!
Really?
Got
I'm
bodied
gonna
by the robot with a jetpack.
Okay, I got one more.
Alright. We got this. This is what everybody loves. Multiple screens of missiles falling down from the heavens. And one definitely not too big boss left to fight.
Yes, we'll call him Mr. Potato.
So the potato is fully armored. Definitely not with a weakness that's easily exploitable because it's just too huge. That was a boss. So again, the hurricane is just too OP. And, for our efforts of invading the weapons lab, we get another data disk. So we're getting some hot lore here about, I think we're starting to hear about something called Model W at this point. Do we know any famous people with W in their name in the Mega Man series? It doesn't ring a bell. I don't know. I only know about Mr. X. So, yes, with all 8 missions that we had kind of laid out, done, we report back to HQ. We go to Area M.
A2. I was just trying to remember. I was trying to take a safety save, but I can't remember which one it is for save.
I'm not sure if we saved or we deleted a save there.
I think we deleted a save.
I think we deleted the save. Easy answer, just don't die. We got this. Dr. Vile. No, that was... I refuse to accept that.
Dr. Vile?
I know a lot of people are mad at me whenever I say, no, that's totally Dr. Vile. Dr. Vile of 03 frame, 03 fame. And 4, I guess.
Nice
Keep
drop.
grabbing.
Like,
Yep. At least we do have an energy balancer kind of mechanic going on here, so that weapon drop does go someplace. So we're back here near the ocean area. Area M. Which we use our powers combined to open the door of destiny here.
and the boss that's coming up next is Storm Eagle's cousin.
Storm Eagle.
Really? You
Now, as
jerk.
promised, we got to adjust Model F's firing direction here. So these shots are going up in the air before then traveling across the screen. We can still shoot straight up with Model F, which is nice.
And he's doing what Storm Eagle does best.
Let's go. Totally normal looking area here. Of course, by now, unlike a lot of the earlier levels, where the only level the game could really assume you had previously been was the previous level for that same element. Other than that, the game has no idea which level you did when. But now the game knows. Now you've got them all. So we're gonna make you leverage these abilities, hover over long spike gaps, go through the water. So let's go. And as much as Khanster is putting on a showcase here of what all these models can do, don't worry. Model ZX is actually still pretty powerful in its own right. It's just that this hurricane's busted. There's something in the back that definitely doesn't look dangerous at all. Is this Pandora?
See.
Easy, boss.
Of course, my controller decided to dash right instead of up.
Yeah. Yeah, we all have those moments where our controller just keeps betraying us. There's Area N, which definitely has nothing of interest behind it. We're gonna go someplace much more interesting called the Highway.
So, Area N, if you're playing on the DS, you can fight bosses from 03 and 04. And you can also fight Model O. Which I'll let the Zero fans figure that out.
Speaking of O, this is Area O, I think, which is definitely not the highway. We're still definitely not on the highway. Just, you know, they're just bombing the town now for some reason. I believe they're trying to blame it on the rebels. But we're gonna destroy more boarding party machines here. Yay. I do like what the game did in general, though. Where like instead of the stage, it's kind of neat to wander around town and get to these areas sort of more organically. Nice kind of save point they threw in the middle of here, and it does work as a heal.
So I'm actually gonna I'm gonna switch to LX for this mini boss to save some HX ammo.
Hey, it's this thing again. Yeah. Wandering around, like, it's nice. I just still wish the game gave you a map for where things were. See, the blue ones, when all four of them come out, I think that doesn't really do a lot of damage to the mid-boss.
No, it's just basically an intermediate.
Yeah, so you really don't want to see that pattern. Prometheus and Pandora. Let's get them. And again, Hurricane is just too OP. It's supposed to be a kind of neat fight where you're fighting both of them. They have a little bit of a bigger life meter because I think we had to burn down 3 life meters there. But Model H too strong.
So just to let you guys know, I just got a gold split on that one.
Nice. So back to Model D, well, Model D, Area D, where we go to totally not ominous tower in the background. So, yeah, we've got an elevator, the mandatory elevator section of every video game here.
Yeah, this elevator set you cannot skip. Because you see those spikes on the wall? Yeah.
Halfway up here, we have this strange room, a nice little Roman numeral 1 in the background. Hey, this thing again. Second verse, largely the same as the first, though we do have a weakness now. Aw, game!
So the funny thing is about the refights, you can actually level up your models during the refights.
Yep. If you get a higher rank in your refight against the boss than you got in the original fight, your copy of the biomel just immediately levels up, even here in the final stage. Hey, it's the Hurricane again. Remember when this guy died really fast? They died really fast again. So, with 2 down, we'll just kind of walk back out here. Elevator's moving again. I wonder if you use fire here. Again, fire can shoot straight up, which is for some reason very useful in an elevator setting.
Okay, a little bit of power.
there is some secret bonus health up there, but it might be a little tricky to get to. Forget exactly what the room layout is.
It's actually the next set of elevators.
Ah. Same fight. Same result. And just overdrive, charge shots, you just own them with elemental damage and it's over. When in doubt, just shoot up. Oh, we're out of overdrive ammo. That's what's going on.
Well, since I'm out, I'm never even gonna need that one again. So yeah, we're good.
Yep, pretty much. This game does have a mechanic where a lot of other games have it too, where enemies will respawn as soon as they're off screen here. So this is definitely a spot you could farm for health if you wanted to. Khanster's a gamer. Let's see what we do here.
Really?
Yeah, it's a little annoying.
Okay, that's good
Nice.
enough.
Of course, what are we really doing with that section? We're getting to the next elevator. Kind of showing off the ZX Saber skin here. Just still just like a good attack option. So the fire bosses, if you recall, went down really fast. I think we don't get to go in here with the charge shot quite as much this time. Doesn't matter.
Whatever.
3 more robots if you're keeping score at home.
Yeah, so the one interesting fact about Ajax, to get the 3-hit combo, you have to hit the other attack button. And if you do them too close together, the other one may not come out.
A little bit of wonky controls here.
Sweet. 2 little drops for ammo.
There we go. So again, we don't really often get weapon refills. So anything you can do to kind of conserve ammo now and again is generally good. Monkey's back. The model PX pseudoroids do not have weaknesses. No. They have weak spots in the armor, but that's about it. Just gotta beat him up.
His weakness is in his arm.
Hey, it's this guy.
Hey, it's Potato.
I heard rumors from chat it's a rhino. I think it's a potato. Oh.
So I'm gonna force a drop right here.
Yeah, RNG manipulation, much like the Zero series, is a thing here. And sometimes it's easier to do than others. Some of these rooms you can force some health drops, or at least like large drops you can use to get health from. Which definitely makes these sort of, it's the end of the game, I just need to farm for something game plan a little easier. Khanster using a little caution there with all the spikes around, making sure that we don't get any drops. Way too many cyber elves here. What's up with this? Khanster, tell me it's gonna be okay.
It's gonna be okay. It is seriously not giving me any ammo drop. What is with this?
Is they just? I guess HX isn't completely full.
Yeah, I need just a little bit more for HX.
So yeah, with the Hurricane being as busted as it is, we want a little bit more ammo for it. More cyber elves. Turns out our boy is it Seymour? Or am I thinking of Final Fantasy X too much?
I honestly don't remember what his name is.
He's been turning people into cyber elves to power Model W because he thinks that's the next great evolution of humankind. He's an evil megalomaniac. We're gonna take him down. Again, 0 triple slashes are still a thing.
And time is coming up on the last hit of this boss.
Serpent, that's his name, Serpent. Well, that's one fade down. That was easy. And we gotta hit the shoulder pads. Another phase with 2 hands. We've seen this boss before. Oh, but now we get the big face in the background. The big gem in the forehead is the weakness. Just gotta wait for it to open up. Ooh. Out of ammo here to use the hurricanes, so we're gonna see what we can pull out here. Khanster's still in actually a really good situation with so much health. So we're just gonna be a little slow. Chat's calling for FX. I'm calling for ZX mentally, but Khanster's got it. That's time, by the way.
Yeah.
Totally not the Mega Man X highway. That's Mega Man ZX. Oh, we got yes, leaderboards go by IGT, so we've got a 107.39. GG, sir.
Thank you. I had a 105 practice run earlier.
I'll take a 107.
Yeah, I will absolutely take a 107. And if anybody's interested in learning this, just ask anybody in the Discord and we shall be able to help you out. There's a long list of, I guess, how to play this game, but not a full-blown tutorial. But anybody in the Discord can help you out.
They don't bite too hard, so come on over. Just like last time, I'm saying, come over to Mega Man Leaderboard, find the link to the Discord. We'll get you where you need to go. Play Mega Man ZX. It's a fun game. And honestly, as long as you've gotten the Zero Legacy Collection, just play all 6 games on there. They're all fun.
So
So
what I'm hearing is play Mega Man, I won't be bitten, and I will have a great time.
absolutely.
I will
Awesome.
like if you want any of those to change slightly, it's possible. But otherwise, thanks for having us. We had a blast.
So did we meet the goal incentive?
We definitely met the incentive. So Gravity Circuit, which is our last run of the night, will be upgraded to Minimalist. So don't go anywhere, folks, and we will be right back with our last run for the day.
See ya.
Later.